Van, and welcome back to another Eric Quinn Caladrim Gauntlet. Today, who are we looking at?
The Mordor Troll Chieftain.
We're thinking about working our way through the Pelennor box set and trying to do this in such a way that if you were a relatively new player and you were going to go through something like the box set, we'll try to get you caught up on what each of the models in there are good at, not good at, where they're strong, where they're weak. So the whole point of this Gauntlet series that we're doing is to take models that are somewhere between common and exciting in the game, and sometimes we're going to do some obscure ones and sort of show some of the strengths and weaknesses of each of these models. So, Estinus, today we're up to the Mordor Troll Chieftain. What kind of trials are we going to run this guy through?
Well, this guy, we're going to throw him against a couple infantry, we're going to throw him against some cav, and then we're going to throw him up against a mid-tier hero and a high-tier hero, and just kind of see how he fares against each of these. He's more of a niche model, even as he has a very simple profile. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, we read some profiles and go from there since you hinted at the profiles. So off the tripod we go. Here's the Mordor Troll Chieftain out of the rulebook. What do we see?
Well, he has the stat line of a Mordor Troll, so he is fight 7 with a 5+ shoot. He can actually throw stones, although usually he doesn't use those very much. Strength
especially with a
7.
5+ shoot, you'd rather just get in there and bash stuff.
Yeah, that is what this guy's built to do. Strength 7, defense 8, so he is a tank, even more tanky than the other Mordor Trolls. Somehow with all that armor, he only gets +1 defense, but moving on, he has 3 attacks, 3 wounds, and courage 4. He is not the bravest sucker out there, and he's got 2 might points, 1 will, and 1 fate.
So this is the Mordor Troll. We mentioned before, here's some of the stuff he's going to be up against. We're going to hit some Morannon Orcs as our infantry of choice today. We're going to try some Cav of the Dead. And then we're going to do mid-tier Aristor, high-tier Dane. So we'll show you their profiles as we get to them. How about the Morannon Orcs first? You want to flip over to where those are, Estinus?
Yep.
We tried to queue the books up and have it all ready in advance here.
All
Alright, so
here we
Morannon
go.
Orcs. Good standard evil infantry. Good baseline to work with.
Yep. Fight 3, strength 4, defense 5, 6 with a shield, which all of these guys have shields, 1 attack, 1 wound, and courage 2. So, this is going to be a good showcase of what terror can give to this model, because these orcs are going to have a bit of trouble charging and surrounding this thing.
We'll see how that goes. So we want to look at anybody else's profiles just yet?
Nope.
We'll save those until we get to them?
Alright,
so let me see if I can get this propped on the tripod without making a mess of the phone here. Yes, we use a phone. There are lots of people who do really fancy videography in the content providers in this hobby. We're pretty low-key. But we love it. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so as Estinus gets us set up out there, I'm going to pull out some dice. This is our Witch King dice. We do a lot of custom dice. I love these guys. This is a pattern called Lustrous Shadow from not from Games Workshop. I'm sorry, from Chessex. You get a lot of custom dice made from Chessex, and this is a custom logo we have put onto the Lustrous Shadow die pattern. So that's what the Mordor Troll is going to be throwing. And Games Workshop just did a great job providing us with some really fancy Eye of Sauron dice. I can focus on those. So that's what we're going to use for the Morannon Orcs. So we've got them set up about 12 inches apart, Estinus?
Yep.
We're going to leave the rest of the spectators off to the side over here out of the way. And we'll roll some priority and get us started. You going to be the troll?
Yep. And the goal here is just to see how many orcs the troll can kill before he ends up succumbing to their eventual endless supply of numbers.
Yeah, so we're going to just bring more orcs on from where these orcs are starting, and they'll just continue to sort of flow endlessly into the middle here. We're hoping that the Mordor Troll Chieftain will pull his own weight and at least kill off the same number of points that he's worth. We'll see how this goes.
Yep.
Priority?
Yep.
Goes to the orcs. We're going to run in 6 inches and cut shy a ½ inch because they don't want to get charged.
Cowards.
Well, orcs are cowards.
This is true.
They're not known for being brave.
And I'm going to go ahead and just throw a stone, because I can.
You might as well.
So it's got to hit the 5 up.
So I got to say, Estinus had some fun making lava bases on these. Have some fun with your models. I love these bases. I think you did a great job.
Thank you. 5+ to hit with the stone.
1.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Troll has terrible aim. Sorry, Troll.
It landed somewhere over here.
Priority.
3.
6. So these guys are all just barely out of range, and they're not going to be able to charge no matter what they do.
Are they going to rush the troll, just be an inch off? We can shuffle them over.
Well, see, if they rush in, like what they want to do is surround him. So they have to be able to get to the point where they have the option to surround him. And if they spread out right now, then that troll would be wise to just grab one end so he can hurl. So it's kind of a sad state of affairs here, but I think they might actually just stand and wait. Seriously, what else are they going to do? Because if he charges in, he's just going to trash them.
Well, I'll just stand here throwing rocks.
Yeah, so that doesn't go anywhere. How are we going to make this exciting?
Well,
what would real orcs do? They would stand there and be scared.
They'd probably run the other way.
They need a hero. So if you were playing this in a real game, you would have a hero in there who would do something about this. Or you'd at least have some arrows that you could shoot back at that troll. Well,
rush him.
They can't, they're out of range.
Well, yeah, but you could, like, charge.
We'll move them up halfway. And just because...
We can just shuffle
Yeah,
the
we'll
troll.
just pull the troll in, and we'll say that the Moran and Orcs moved halfway, and they cupped in a little bit. Because they're going to try to surround him if they can. So...
Well...
Moran and Orcs have all moved, the troll is not moved. Is he going to throw a rock or charge somebody?
Well, he is going to charge. Right there.
Yep. See if he can win.
Yeah.
So we've got one Orc with spear support. Against my 2 dice on your 3, you have the higher fight value.
I get a 6.
I got a 5. So
You
what
can
could you
guess what he's
possibly
gonna
be
do.
wanting to do?
He's going to hurl, believe it or not.
Really? So it's strength difference. These are strength 4, he's strength 7.
Plus a D3 inches.
So we get 3 inches plus D3, which is 2, so he gets 5 inches. He has to throw...
D3.
Oh, I'm sorry, D3. Yeah, so he gets 4 inches. Has to throw in a straight line from the center of this base through the center of his hurled model's base.
So straight like that. Through just about everybody.
Well, actually, this is the guy that gets thrown. So
And
he's
we
going
are
to...
not lying these suckers down. Those bases are fragile.
Tragically fragile. You're going to grab some prone markers?
I will indeed, but let's see how many of them actually
So if he goes straight through, he's not going to get this guy. He's going to get these 4 for sure. Does he get the 5th one?
Going straight like that.
He's going to go...
Yep.
So I think actually he does not get this guy. He gets these 4.
Yep. All right.
Prone markers.
Let's just see how many of them die
Well,
first.
so he takes a strength 6 hit when he hits the ground, and
Which
3
means
and 4 strength 3s for bumping everybody. So strength 6 hit first.
Winning on 4s. That's
2,
a
so he
nope.
does not die from that one. 4
we're
strength
gonna-
3s.
4 strength 3s. Steal one of your dice.
Needs a 6 somewhere in there, right?
Nope.
He actually survives. So we've got a prone Moran Orc on top of another prone Moran Orc.
Well, let's see how many of these suckers die.
Nope.
Looking for 6s.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
And
No.
everyone's alive. How many prone markers have you got handy?
Not enough.
We should have got our prone markers out.
Oh,
before.
we really should have. I didn't think I was going to be hurling, though.
That's fine.
Because, I don't know, defense 6 usually doesn't do an awful lot. We can just go ahead and be smart about this. Contact the bases. There we go. Done.
I've got more markers
Alright.
here if we need it. Alright, so
Alright.
the prone markers touch multiple models. Anything that's touching a prone marker is actually prone. There we go. Priority 4. So the orcs are going next. This guy is going to try to charge because he's close. And the guys in the back are probably going to try to come in and spear support. Because the guys who are prone, if we roll to charge, they can get in trouble. 9. So we have 1 successful charge so far. How far can he run? Let's just see if he can try. He can actually get all the way around. So that's what he's going to try to do. He's going to do that. So this could get curious. We're going to get one of these guys to try to charge, and then the other one's going to try to stand up and support him. Ooh,
Oh,
look at
man.
that. That's a 12. So guy in the front gets up and charges successfully. Guy beside him is going to get up and spear support, because get up is half his move. He's going to use 3 inches to get up, 3 inches to come and spear support. And he's going to swing a little bit just to help block off any kind of control zone escape area over there. All right, another guy's going to try to charge. See if we can do the trap properly here. It should be down this way. Gets a 6, so we have 1 prone model who is not getting up. We'll try this guy. Nope, he stays prone. And the last prone guy,
He's probably stuck.
he can't get out of there. So he's going to stand up where he is. Nope, he's going to wait because the other guys behind him can move. So this guy is going to try to charge next. Fails. The guy in the back on the left is going to try. We've got 3 left to try. That's another fail. And these 2 guys, I don't know if they can actually make it all the way around.
It'll be interesting for sure. I don't think so. Yeah,
So he's just going to run in and trap because he can't actually charge. This guy, what's he going to do? Then run around this way. And just try to be ready for the next time. Might as well come into base contact. This guy in the middle who was prone is going to get up, but he's only got 3 inches he can run. So that'll be 1, 2, and 3. With the prone marker, so it's clear that there's only one model still prone there. All right, we're back to having just the right number of markers. We have 3 dice against 3 troll dice.
Here we go. Troll gets a 3. Oh boy.
The orcs get a 4.
Well, I'm
How
okay
badly
with
does the
that.
troll want to win?
Actually,
With his defense 4, or with his defense 8, excuse me, he's...
they need 6s.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
He is trapped.
Do I? How much do I care? I'll might it.
You gonna might it?
Yeah.
So he uses 1 might to make sure he wins.
Let's strike this guy needing 4s.
Oh!
Again. What?
Oh, man.
What?
So this troll needs some better dice. Everybody backs off. Troll has 1. Cost him a might. That was not a good win. That's too bad. All right, priority.
3.
Does not go to the troll. So we're going to try courage checks, starting in the back here. 8.
This
just
troll's
makes
not
it.
having a good day.
Courage check in the front and the middle here. Deuce. Courage check with the guy beside him. 5. Courage check for somebody here who's got to help. Let's run this guy around in spear support. We're going to pull the guy from the back here and see if he can get in there. 7. Fails. The guy over on the other side gets a 10, so he's in. We've got 1 more in there at least. Can the short guy there reach? If he stands up, he's got less than 3 inches, so he's going to stand up and charge into support. And we're going to roll the courage check for the last lying down guy in the back. 7 stays lying down. The guy beside him, 5 is not going to be good enough. You know what? That was silly of me. He's more than 3 inches away. When I rolled his courage check, he wouldn't have been able to get up and get in anyway. He should have just stood up. This guy's going to try to get in. Gets a 10. That's enough. He's going to try to charge in where he actually touches the base of one of these spears behind him so he can bring in a spear support. And he succeeds. There we go. And the guy in the very back is going to try to join just for the fun of it. 6. He fails. So we've got 6 dice in on this fight. 6 orc dice. I'm just going to borrow some other dice just because they're sitting off camera here. Games Workshop Army of the Dead dice. We might possibly be needing those later.
Oh, what is my rolls
The
today?
orc's got
oh
a
my
6.
Goodness.
Oh, the Witch King is jinxing you.
That I haven't rolled that bad in ages.
So I have 6
man.
dice with a trapped troll needing to get some 6s here, and I get 2 runs on this. Let's see how this goes. There's 1 6 in that mess of dice. 1 wound. Try again. There's 2 more 6s on that, so that's 3 wounds dealt to this troll.
Boy. The troll needs to pass his fate to survive. We
So this
can't
is
roll a
not
1
going
here.
well.
Oh, we're good. It's
So
a
it
lot.
passes his fate. This troll survives, but so far has not killed an orc. This is not going well.
No, it's really not. This is my dice being terrible. 5.
5s. Troll wins this time.
Yeah, I'm tempted to say just not charging anybody, but I do
Well,
want to fight someone.
if you swing around to the back and get untrapped at least, right?
Bleh. Boom.
Just adjust the camera here.
Put me in base contact. Yeah, just 1. Just 1. Minimize the number of dice that are going to be fighting.
Yep, so now I've only got so many guys who are in range. Let's see, let's get a movement template out here. Something else I love about this hobby, people make great stuff. So this movement template from the Ontario Strategy Battle Game League, the SBG League, 6 inches on this side and a halfway marker so you can still shoot. 1 inch for control zones, 5 inches on this side and a halfway marker so you can still shoot. 4 inches on this side and a halfway marker. This is a brilliant template. I just love it. And it's got a fun logo in the middle. I've seen other good templates too. This is not the only good template, but I love this one. So, okay, here's my 6-inch span, so I can get him around to the back, and I can't get either of them far enough to trap you. So, rolling for the guy on the far left. Gets a 9, he's in, so we'll run him down as far as he can go. He'll bring a support with him. I'm going to try to run this guy over, see if he can make it. Gets a 7, not good enough. The guy beside him gets a 10, so he can come just to there, and he'll bring a spear support. So we get 6 dice in on that fight, very much not trapped. This guy's got to stand up and run his 3 inches, so we have no more prone orcs. He's going to come in for the full 6, and he's going to come down for the full 6. We'll see if we can get back to trying to trap. And of course, this is what you would do in a real game. You try to trap these monsters. They're just too much on their own. So I got 6 dice to your 3.
Yup.
You've got the fight value.
Come on.
I got a 5 high.
Hey, same.
So you win.
Let's just strike some orcs. I want to kill some stuff here. Needing 4s. Let's go with this guy. Yes.
Is 1 dead?
Middle guy? Yes.
2 dead?
Right guy? No.
2 dead. That statistically, that's more likely right there. That's what we would have
And you
expected.
got back away.
And he backs away. Priority. Goes to the troll.
Trolly McTrollface.
Swing around over here somewhere.
Yeah.
On the outside. Don't go too high, right? You don't want to get trapped. You just keep them down where you can make a
How
point.
much of the table are we planning to use here?
We're kind of moving around. Hang on. My farthest guy that I can bring into spear support's way in the back. So the front guys are all going to take courage checks and see if they can charge. So he's going to start. Gets a 10, so he's in. He's going to run around this side. And take a spear with him. The front guy here is going to try. Gets a 7, he fails. This guy's going to try. Gets a 6, he fails. And I don't think anybody else is close enough to charge. So this guy is going to run around so he can try to help trap next time. This guy's going to run up and spear support. This guy's going to run up. And then we're going to bring in some new orcs from our endless supply in the back ranks here. Ready to roll some dice here, SNS?
Yep.
You're 3 to my 4. You get the fight value again.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 6 in there. Did you?
Yep.
You did. You win.
Just
Let's see if those orcs survive. There's one
him,
dead.
And the other one as
And
well.
the other one's very dead. There we go. So this is more like what we would have expected. Priority.
Here we go. 5.
6.
Goes to you.
See if anybody can charge. All right, guy in the back. Gets a 10. He's happy. Guy in the front. Gets an 8. He's just happy. We need one more. Okay, hang on. Let's make sure that we can get everybody in. These guys can charge. And we've got a few that can run up for spear support, so he's going to try to charge. Gets another 8, so we have 3 in base combat, in base contact. This guy's going to bring a spear around this way. Can he quite reach? He can reach. So he's going to come up and do that. And this guy cannot quite reach, so he's going to come up, back 2. Going to come in. One of these guys will join for spear support, and we'll see if we can get one more in base contact just because. And he fails. 6 dice for me.
3 for me.
3 for the troll.
I had a 5.
Got a 6.
Well, I'm going to have to might that with my last might, because I'm on 1 wound.
Yep.
And let's
Troll wins.
strike some more regular orcs. Guy in the back. Guy in the back. Guy in the back. No.
Not good that time.
That was terrible.
So everybody's going to back off. Give the troll his space. While we roll priority.
5.
4. Troll takes it.
How far do I keep want to move?
Well, you're surrounded, so you got to charge somebody.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I could do that.
That's true.
Like, keep it going this way. This is kind of cheesy.
It is, but that's what you do, right? Get untrapped.
All right. I'm just running further and further to the edge of the table.
Just don't fall off.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to use this guy to roll a courage check and see if he can get anywhere. 3, he fails. Next guy's going to try to courage check. 11, so he's in. But he can't go super far. Let's see how far he can get. Get down just kind of under your arm. And if I need a spear support for him... Hang on. He can't go far enough to do that without losing his spear support. So he's going to take a spear. He's going to take a spear. And these guys are going to try to charge in. Let's start with the guy in the front. Fails. Passes. I didn't check to see if he can run far enough. Yeah, he can. So this guy will just get in. By the time you lose some distance to get around his buddy there. And then everybody else is going to try to run in.
Alright.
So I got 4 dice in this fight.
I
have 5.
Yeah, 5. Oh, come on, Trolley.
I got a
That's
6 high. Uh-oh. So my 5 dice all looking for 6s. Got 1 6.
And Troll slain.
And that 1 6 will do the job. Poor Mordor Troll
That was actually
Chieftain.
terrible. Oh,
That
man.
was terrible. I think you rolled more 1s than I have statistically seen in a very long time. Let's do a round 2 off camera and see what happens.
Okay.
All right, so here we are after a couple of rounds doing this off camera, and this same scenario sort of keeps happening over again. So, Estinus, what have we learned?
This troll has been killing surprisingly little orcs, actually.
It's been sort of disappointing.
And we've been switching up who's playing the troll just to make sure it's not dice karma. But yeah, the troll killed 4 orcs the first time we played it through, only 4 the second time, and then only 6 the third time.
So it has not recovered his points at all.
Yeah, nowhere close.
So quick things we've learned out of this. Morannon orcs are good infantry. We knew that. They're one of the best evil infantry. Not the best. We could talk about that in another video, but they're certainly one of the best. A good, durable, hardy, mixed-use infantry. And all they had to do was keep tracking the troll, trapping the troll. And eventually they would win. So if you notice in the back right over here, this orc is not in the combat. And when Estinus was playing this round, little things, he always would move a guy in behind the troll just to trap him. First you charge with one, just get one to charge. And then just use the other guys to trap him. So he moved this guy in when this guy was not here. Move this guy in, and then roll a courage check and bring him in so that he can trap and actually pick up the spear support as he engages. So did that a couple of times and ended up getting a bunch of guys in base contact all the time, always with spear support, so you just outdice the troll like crazy. And eventually stats are going to go in your favor if you win enough fights. They only need 6s to wound. Strength 4 against defense 8. 6s do it. So if you got enough dice, you're going to get some 6s. So this troll got chopped up real good.
He was dying in one turn.
After they'd finally get the win. So they would lose a few orcs along the way, but at 7 to 10 points an orc, if you can take out a 120 point troll with 7 orcs, that's a win.
40 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's not cheap.
Yeah, so that kind of bites. Poor troll.
Yeah, what did we learn here? It's not as much of an infantry killer as we thought it might be.
Yeah. Yeah, against goblins or something maybe, or hobbits or something, but against a decent hardy infantry, not so much. Well, so let's back it off. What's going on next here?
Well, that was run through number 1.
We're going to clean up some orcs.
Shove them all off to the side. You have done a good service. All right, next up, Army of the Dead.
Cav.
Yeah.
And these guys are beastly.
I think we're going to see something very interesting happen here. Because whereas the Terror was working in the Troll's favor in the last round, this round, we'll see.
So let's talk about the Army of the Dead Cav profile.
Alright, so flipping a couple of pages.
Actually, maybe while you're doing that, let's say, we don't have a video on this, but we posted some pictures on our Facebook page. This is a glow-in-the-dark army that I'm pretty excited about and pretty proud of. And just because we're on camera right now, dare I try it?
You could? Oh,
nope, you can't tell. We got to kill that other light.
I got it.
Estinus has got the other light. Here we go. Ready? Let's see. Oh, look at that. They do glow in the dark.
Hey.
Dun, dun, dun. So that troll should be afraid. All right, here we go. Lights are back on.
That is actually fantastic. Got it on camera, too. Okay. Well, we can look at the Army of the Dead Cav.
So, and maybe while you're loading that up, I'll just say, these are not, these are Games Workshop, but these are not actually Army of the Dead Cav.
Not all of them, anyway.
I cast some extra shields and weapons just to convert them a little bit. These, oh, now I'm going to forget what they're called. Night Haunts. These are Night Haunts from the Age of Sigmar product range.
Well, not all of them. Some of them are dead.
But these guys are awesome. The Army of the Dead Cav are some really great models. So we've got some extra proxies in there, but they'll work.
Alright. So...
And I like having some variety in my models. That's why I did that. So they're all a little different over there, which is kind of fun. Alright, so we've got... Sorry, I'm all distracted by fun things here. Product range discussions. Okay, here we go. So this is what a Cav of the Dead can do. Estinus, you going to walk us through this?
Okay, so they're just an actual warrior of the dead mounted on a special horse, which, because it's a spirit, it has a ridiculously high defense. This is how they've translated the fact that the swords just pass through these guys. So, looking at the actual rider himself, it is a copy and paste profile of the warrior of the dead. So, fight 3,
next page over, of
strength 3, defense 8, because they all come with shields, 1 attack, 1 wound, and courage 6. So they're not going to be worrying too much about the Troll's Terror. Their horses count as defense 6. They have Blades of the Dead, so they will wound the Troll on his courage, as opposed to his defense. And then if they, of course, cause terror, and then they have that fancy spectral walk thing.
So we thought about using Riders of Rohan instead of using Army of the Dead, but we thought Army of the Dead would be more interesting for the sake of this demo here. So we may comment on that more after we roll some dice.
All right.
So, and just because of the fun of it, I'm going to roll Games Workshop's Army of the Dead dice. So that should be fun.
I am undetermined as to whether we should keep using the Witch King for
Whenever we fire those, you can
yeah,
use the Eye of
they're
Sauron
fired.
dice this time.
Yeah, Sauron.
Witch King dice, beautiful dice. They're just not rolling any sixes for resting us over there, so we're going to get rid of them. So, all right, priority goes to the Cav. How are we doing this? You're 12 inches away. I am 10 inches away, so I'm going to move up. Excuse me.
Staying at a 6.
I'm going to charge in so that I'm 6.5 inches away from you, because that's what Cav should do. Take advantage of their range, right? And obviously they're going to try to surround.
All right.
So well, here comes the glow in the dark, Cav.
The troll is going.
Just saying.
Okay, well, the troll is debating whether he just hucks a rock at one of these guys.
He's got to get surrounded next turn anyway, so that probably makes sense, right?
Now, here's the ironic thing. If I knock one of them off a horse, then we need to get a foot model. So I want to make you go get a foot model. So I am going to huck a rock at one of these guys. So hitting on a 5+. Nope, that's a 2.
Nope. Too bad. So sad.
So priority. 4.
It's the 6 to the Cav.
Well,
Should we move him in just for the sake of convenience here?
Yep.
So the guy from how would we have done that? You know what? I have 10 inches to get around there. So if we move him in just for convenience, what would have happened is we would have flanked in and I wouldn't have been able to get quite around the back. So I'll charge the guy on the end. Needed a, what's he need? He's courage 6. He needed a 4. So that'll do it. So he would have made it to there. The guy from the other end gets more than a 4. But you can see from these rolls, statistically speaking, that's what I need. I'm not doing that well with these rolls. 10. That was a good one. 7. 4 of them in there. I think we might be able to just get 6. I'm going to try and see what happens. There's a 5. I need one more courage check to pass. There's a 6. So they would not have all fit, but we'll get 2 more in there.
No, one of them would fit back here.
Yeah, but I wasn't close enough to get all the way around.
All right. Well,
so I've got 6 dice in on this one.
That's well, you double too
because I charged. Oh, that's true.
This could.
Blades of the Dead. This could be short.
All right. Here's the troll gets a 6.
We got a 6 in the other mess, but the troll 6 wins.
All right. Well,
so they all got to back off. How many of them are you gonna kill? Let's see.
Let's kill some.
They're all defense 8, so you need 4s.
I'm honestly thinking I should go for the horses if I'm being strategic here, because at
Fair
that
enough.
point they're not threats.
Cut the dice in half.
Do I do that or do I be simplistic?
I have to go get more models if you do.
I'm totally doing that. I'm striking the horses.
All right, you can move models around while I go find stuff.
I kill one horse
because
I need 4s. Alright.
And all the noise I'm making in the background is going into our storage cabinet to get out my Army of the Dead, so that we can put somebody on his feet over there.
Bloop. There we go. Haha, sucker. Alright, now he's got to roll a Throne Rider test.
See what happens to him.
Nah, he's
Gets a 4, lands on his feet.
Alright.
Priority. Did we back everybody out of your way there?
Yep. 3.
And a 4.
Ouch.
So the Army of the Dead get the priority. Let's have little guy in the back do some tagging here. It's a 6, so he's in. Cav beside him. It's a 5, so he's in. Actually, having one guy on foot means I'll probably get an extra die, and I failed. This guy up here gets an 11, he's happy. This guy over here gets a 7. In the back gets an 8. And a close guy here gets an 8. And we'll bring in another of our endless supply of Cav.
Yeah, they don't care too much about courage tests.
It's not hurting them.
Alright.
What have I got? 6 guys in there?
7.
Well, he missed.
6. 1 failed. Yeah.
Yep. So we've got 6 dice in there. And all of them charged except one, so I'll get rerolls on all of them but one.
Let's just... Okay. I got a 4.
I got a 6.
I'm miting that.
Yep.
And you'll see why the next time I lose a fight.
Yeah. As soon as he loses a fight, it's going to be bad
But I'm
news.
going to go ahead and actually strike some riders. I need to get some kills here. I need 5s. Ouch.
Nothing. I think we just outmatched this troll this time, eh?
Honestly, yes.
We might have to try something easier next time here.
Poor troll.
This troll's in trouble. Army of the Dead Cav are brutal. Alright, priority. It's a 6. Does the troll get it too? Nope. Now the troll's scared. Poor troll. It's okay, troll.
Well, you know why he's scared? That's why.
This guy didn't glow because he hasn't charged up yet. They need a little bit of light exposure first, so he gets his charge. This guy's next. 4.
How about we just grab another one and charge it?
You're going to charge him up for me. 8. He's going to get in. 6. He gets in. Oh dear. We're getting everybody in this time. 7. The guy in the back gets an 8. Can I get this last charge in? Oh, he just fits in there. Wow. That is one trapped troll.
Oh boy, this guy's in trouble.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cav and 1 infantry. And I would not have fit an 8 cav if I tried, but that's what happens with 60 mil bases. So there we go, 7 dice.
Well, that's a lot more than 7 dice. I need a 6.
Yes, you do.
6.
Hey! 6, there it is.
Alright, let's try to get some kills here. Riders. Hey,
There's
got
one. Dead.
And it's just
And everybody else backs off, and the troll is definitely not getting out of there. You could almost have barged.
Nah, that's boring.
Now, okay, let's think about this for a sec. If you barge, and you get to choose which angle everybody goes in, barge doesn't ever knock anybody prone, does it? Like if you knock them into each other?
If I knock them into... Well, they have to have nowhere else to go.
Yeah, so if you knock them into terrain, or knock one into terrain and then knock another into the guy who is in terrain, right?
Something like that.
Sort of just barely works. All right, so you won priority.
6.
My 6 as well, but I think I had it last time, so you get priority.
Go away. Oh, terror!
Oh, yeah, he actually has to take a terror test.
Courage 4. Come on, buddy.
And there's no King of the Dead, so he just passes. Just passes.
Oh, man.
This troll is scared. But, I mean, like, who wouldn't be scared? Isn't that just scary looking? That's just...
Gotta switch out the guy.
Oh, switch out the guy for the one you charged. Let's
try it again.
There
we go.
That's better. Alright, what's not to love about glow-in-the-dark models? So, courage check on the back here. We've got a 7. Courage check from the guy on foot fails. Cav in the front fails. Cav over here is in, so he'll make the trap. Cav on the side.
Are they that scared after he just kills one of them?
Well, they're just glowing in the dark. They had to work pretty hard for that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just because we're joking about this, I gotta show it off. So here, by Culture Hustle, is the glow-in-the-dark paint. This is blue, actually. This is a prize that we were going to actually give out at an event coming up if we ever get to run that event. Stuart Simple does some brilliant glow-in-the-dark paints. This is blue. You've just seen green glowing on camera. Yes, I am promoting them. They sponsor our event, and we love them. It's an amazing, amazing paint system. Really, really happy with it. All right, so I got 5 dice in there. 2 or 3?
Yep. I do not get a 6.
Ooh, I got a couple.
Well,
and all these dice get to reroll.
Well, pause.
Pausing.
Okay, so courage 4.
Yeah, we got to
their
explain
strength 3. So they will wound this troll on 5s.
Strength 3 against courage 4 because they wound on his courage, not on his
Now,
defense.
these 2 didn't charge, so you can roll
That's
4
true.
dice for the 2 of them. And then...
I'll roll those 2
12.
separately. We'll just roll those 2 separately. So here's looking for
5s.
better than 2s. Didn't work.
Trapped.
Yep, so they get to try again. That's true.
1 wound.
So that's 1 wound from those guys. Now,
6 dice.
each of these guys charged, so they get 2 dice, 1 from the charge, 1 from their normal. Doubled because he's trapped, so they're going to get 4 dice each. There is
2
a
wounds
5.
so far.
There's 2, 3 6s. So
that roll says dead
right
troll.
there. That's it. Troll's out.
And he killed a whopping 1 Army of the Dead Cav and 1 horse.
Well, I mean, like, they're kind of scary. So, all right. Anyway, That was fun.
Oh man.
Sorry, Mr.
This
Troll.
poor troll's just getting brutalized today.
He is totally not doing very well in the Gauntlet.
Well, hopefully, this next one will be different.
We will have to see, won't we?
All right.
So, some Riders of Rohan might have been a better match for him.
Oh, he would have slapped them.
All right, in round 3 in this Gauntlet, the Troll Chieftain is going to face a mid-tier hero. We've got him up against Aristor this time. So let's take a quick look at Aristor's profile in the books. As you listen to all the pounding in the background, we've got little kids upstairs carving pumpkins because it's that time of year. We're pretty excited. But yes, Aristor is not so excited.
Yeah, no. He is a very good mid-tier hero. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's met his match in this chieftain here. 6-inch move. He's an elf. Fight 6 with a 3+ shoot value. He does actually have throwing weapons. His Noldorian daggers, which can reroll to wound as well. He is strength 4, defense 7, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 6, 2 might, 2 will, 2 fate. Just a very well-rounded hero.
Very strong mid-tier stat line.
He has heroic strike, so he can normally go up against bigger monsters such as this chieftain if he has backup in the form of usually more infantry with spears. He has terror, which could prove interesting, and then he has woodland creature.
Yep. So probably the biggest thing here will be heroic strike and the Noldor daggers, but we're going to figure that out as we try this out here. So,
all right.
Mr. Elven Captain Dude is going to be playing with Vortex Green dice from Chessex with our custom tree sapling logo on there. So we're going to get some Elven action going on here. Priority?
2.
Nope.
Well, he doesn't have any regrets here. He's just moving up full.
So if he does that, I can charge you. And I can throw my daggers on the way in. Does he care?
Nope.
He doesn't care. All right, so here comes the courage test because everybody causes terror in this match. And as an elf, he is just flying. He's just fine. So he charges in, throws his dagger on the way in, needs a 3-up to hit because he is successful charge. 2 fails, but he makes the charge. We're into combats. I've got 2 dice to your 3.
Yep. Do you wish to call
I wish
anything?
to call a heroic strike. I have 2 wounds and 2 fate. You have 3 strikes. You could, in theory, 1-turn me, especially if you rend. I'm defense 7, you're strength 7 against my strength 4. Rending is not going to be good news for me. I get to reroll my wound attempts, but I only have 2 strikes. You know what? We'll do a heroic strike.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and not counter.
So I'm fight 10.
Alright.
See if I can win. That's another thing. 3 high! Ouch! And definitely not winning that one. Troll takes the win.
No surprise, the troll is going to rend, so
As
that
he
he is
should.
striking against Aristor's strength rather than his defense. So strength 7 to strength 4 needs 3s. That is
It's 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and
Which
we'll
would
go
kill him
ahead
if he doesn't fade it.
spend a might point to make that 3.
So Aristor needs to pass
Both
both
fate.
fates. He passes one, and he cannot even might the other. Aristor is squashed
In one
in one
turn.
strike. So, we do one more round for good measure, or do we think we've pretty much figured this one out?
I mean, we could do more.
I don't think there's really any point. The Mordor Troll Chieftain could have done that several different ways, but this is where he's strong, and he's, a good point match above Aristor, so it's not a big shock here either.
140 to 85.
Against the mid-tier hero, Aristor has met his match. Let's bring in a bigger hero.
Out comes Dane.
Dane, I don't care what you are, I'm going to kill you.
Yep. Pretty much sums him up. All right. Trying this again. Let's look
So-
at Dane's profile.
Yeah, let's do that.
Moving books around. There we go. All right. Here he is, Lord of the Iron Hills.
He's got quite a profile. It takes up
Yeah.
a good full page of the book here. So,
Yep.
Nice picture of Dane, well painted, much better than mine. And here we go. Here's his profile.
All right. He is a dwarf, so he's got slightly stubby legs, so he's only a 5-inch move. But he's on his boar, so he can move 8 inches. He is fight 6, strength 5, defense 8, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 7, so he's not going to care about that terror at all. He is 3 might, 3 will, 3 fate, and he has a whole stack of heroics, most of which he isn't going to be using here.
Most of the heroes of legend have a lot of heroics, and so does Dane.
He's got Burly, which means he can use his 2-handed hammer with no penalty, so he's got +1 to wound here. And then Fearless, as if the Courage 7 wasn't enough.
Yep.
So
Dane's
he
got a bit of an attitude.
really doesn't care about the terror. Lord of the Iron Hills, irrelevant for this match. Fiery Temper, also irrelevant for this match because the troll isn't exactly the right size to headbutt. Although, realistically, I don't think that would stop Dane. Fearsome Charge, so whenever he charges, he causes terror. Also irrelevant for this match because there's only one model. And then, yeah, we're not using headbutt.
So, Temperish Dwarf against Big Temperish Troll. We'll see how this goes. Dane is going to be throwing these fancy Erebor Key custom dice that we had made. A really nice marble pattern from Chessex, and I have to look up. I can't remember what the name of this pattern is. I've totally forgotten. But yeah, just a beautiful pattern that worked out really well with the custom key logo on there that we made. So, this is Dane's dice for today.
All right, priority.
And Dane takes it, 6.
He can move.
He's only got a 10-inch charge.
8. It's a boar.
8.
It's not a horse.
Yep, so here's 4, and there's 4 more. So we can get him right into charge range. But we're going to stay back just out of the troll's range so that we can try to charge next turn.
Well, this troll is more intelligent than he appears, so instead of trying to throw a rock at the ugly pig, he's going to move towards the ugly pig so that he can charge the ugly pig next turn.
Just because that matters. All right, new priority.
Come on. Nope.
Dane takes it, fearlessly charges, bang. We'll see if the board does anything interesting. So because he charged, he gets 1 extra dice. So I've got 4 dice to the troll's 3. I have 3 might, so I think I'm going to heroic strike with the first one of them.
And I am going to go ahead and counter.
All right, so I'm up to not as much fight as you. So the troll takes the fight. Dane is fight 8, troll is fight 10.
Still got more dice than me, though. Hey.
I got a 5 high to the troll 6.
Alright, let's go. Do we even care about the boar? Yes, of course we care.
Well, the boar is defense 6 and
Actually,
Dane is defense 8. So you can... Okay, now, funny, because Dane is strength 5.
Still
so this
3s.
strength 7 troll...
Still needs 3s.
Yeah, well, the strength 7 troll can rend on Dane. Or...
you know what? I'm going to hurl him.
Just to put him off the board.
Yeah, automatically kills the boar.
Well, the
and
boar
then
runs
also
away.
knocks him down. Alright, so let's see what the distance is. 3 inches
Plus the strength difference, which is only 2. So 5 inches.
From point of contact.
And he'll land right there.
And he'll be prone.
Yep.
He'll take...
And he's within charge range.
He will take a strength 6 hit, as
From
well
hitting
as
the
a
ground.
strength
Oh,
3.
you got to roll that.
So the strength 6 will need 5s. Nope. And then the strength 3 will need 6s followed... No, just... Yeah, 6s followed by 4s. Nothing.
Nothing. So Dane's prone. No, he's really mad. Priority.
This is a hack. If you don't think you have enough strikes to like kill the multi-wound mount, just throw the guy.
That's exactly right.
Priority.
Priority goes to the troll.
Well, Dane is not exactly terrifying, but we're gonna beat
Fighting
on him
him
while he's down.
Yeah, absolutely. Fighting him while he's prone is certainly less terrifying. Dane has 3 wounds and 3 fates, so he would have to heroic strike if he wanted to do something about this, or heroic move, I suppose, so he could get up. But we're going to give it 1 round. Next turn, we might have to spend some might to make sure that this doesn't happen again. All right, priority. No, it's not. Combats. I've got 3 dice to your
3 dice.
3 dice.
I get a 6.
I do not get a 6, so the fight does go to the troll, who gets double strikes on Dane this time.
I'm going to strike him normally because if
You get your double dice. If you rend, you don't.
Actually, hold up.
He's defense 8, so
I
you
would
need
need-
5s if you strike. If you rend, you need 3s.
I actually kind of like the 3s better, not even gonna lie.
So, and actually, if you run the math on that, I think statistically it's the same. If you've got 6 strikes trying to get 5s versus 3 strikes trying to get 3s, I think it's actually exactly the same odds. So, you going for the rend?
Yeah, we'll rend. There's 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So, Dane will fate one of them, just because. Nope. We'll fate 1 more. Passes 1 fate, so he's down 2 fate and 1 wound.
Yep.
So he's got 2 wounds and 1 fate left. Priority.
Alright. 1.
This time, Dane has priority.
The troll is going to let you have
So,
it.
as fearless, he's just going to get up and charge, because he's had enough of this.
I can just picture him jumping up with that hammer and just, like, smashing the troll in the side of the head.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just because.
Alright. Are you going to call anything, sir?
I have 2 might left. Should I call 1 for a heroic strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. We'll burn 1 for a heroic strike.
And I'm going to spend my last might to counter.
Let's see what happens with the strikes this time.
Both fight
5
10.
to 4, we're both fight 10 though. Because we both start at 6 and you can't go higher than 10, so I won the roll, but it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, snake eyes.
The Erebor keys are all triple ones. So Dane does not win that one.
Definitely rending, needing 3s to wound. 3 wounds and he's out. 2 and he has to pass his fate. 2.
There's 2 wounds. So Dane has 1 fate left. Needing to pass this fate. Gets a 2. He can't might that. Dane's toast. The troll got him. Look at that.
Hey.
So, I mean, it comes to dice, and that was a lot of bad rolls on my part. But there you go. The troll got him.
Hey.
So the troll is not up to the snuff on Dane, we thought. But he did okay. Alright, here we are at the end of the gauntlet. These are the 4 rounds that this poor troll has been through. And I gotta say, that's not the way I thought it was going to go.
Not at all. Oh, man.
So, lessons that we learned, Estes, what do you think?
Well, in terms of the way he performed today, he seemed to not do well up against hordes of opponents. That's largely to do with his relatively small amount of might for his point cost.
And not a lot of wounds. And yes, it's a bugger to wound him, but when you do, it really does matter.
Yeah.
High fight value really helped him. High defense helped, but it didn't carry him. He needs to be able to stick around still.
It carried him when he was not trapped.
Right.
So, basically, lessons number 1. Take him with an army.
Yeah,
Which
no
is kind of common sense, but...
So this troll should have Moranans with him.
Yeah, if you take him with the battle line of, say, Moranan orcs, which this video already proved how nasty they are, then you can just protect his flanks and let him do what he does best, which is just annihilate.
Yeah, and interesting that the troll, I mean, for his point cost, he really can go toe-to-toe with lots of big heroes. High defense, high fight value, just a bit of might. He does have heroic strike. He does what he needs to do to be able to go in and cause some trouble against big heroes. You surround him with a decent infantry line like Moranans, he should be okay. But if you get him off on his own, lessons, how do you kill a troll? Yeah, trap him, you throw stuff at him. Yeah. He's not big in courage, so
eventually
Army of the Dead was...
Eventually he's going to fluff his dice rolls, and then he's done.
If you've got a hero in the trap for the fight value to outfight him, then that would help, but man, just put a lot of dice on him seems to be the moral of the story today.
Yep.
Alright, anything else we say before we wrap this up?
Awesome model. Super fun, particularly when part of the Blackgate Legendary Legion, because he gains an extra might, will, and fate point.
There you go. Even feistier.
Yeah, which that would honestly really help him out, particularly when going up against, again, high-level heroes.
And for new players into the game, if you pick up the Pelennor Field box set, which of course we happen to have sitting in the background here, really strong box set, great place to start. And you can take the troll that comes in the box set and convert it and turn it into your own captain, which we might possibly have done with all kinds of other exciting models that are sitting around in the background. And we don't have a cameo of those. We'll save that for another day. All right, this has been the Gauntlet with Araquin Caladrim. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you again soon.